Pocari Sweat presents The Sweat You Forget. Hello there, I'm Carrie, and this is your body. You might be wondering why it looks so pale. That's because your body releases at least 2.5 liters of fluids every day. You see, it's the sweat that you forget that's dehydrating you. Like work from home overtime takes effort, causing your body to sweat. In cold temperature, your body burns energy to stay warm. Having caffeinated drinks and alcohol can make you urinate more often. Fever causes sweating as your body is fighting viruses. And when you cry, you release body fluids through tears. But remember, you can always recover with Pocari Sweat. Because of these ions, we make a good match for your body's hydration needs. Ooh, this is our stop. Remember, don't let the sweat you forget keep you from living a healthy and hydrated life. Pocari Sweat.
Good afternoon. Welcome sa ating PSC Chatroom, sa ating mga viewers, sa mga nanonood ngayon sa kanilang bahay. You are now tuning in to another episode of PSC Chatroom every Wednesday, 1 p.m. Dito lang yan sa Philippine Sports Commission. Marami tayong mga kaganapan itong nakaraang linggo kung saan paparating na rin ang Olympics, pati ang ating mga athletes na nagpe-prepare at naghahanda para lumaban. And at the same time, pati ang ating mga concerns sa ating mga NSAs at kung ano pang mga nilalapit sa ating Philippine Sports Commission. That's why, check our social media accounts para malaman nyo kung ano pa yung mga latest updates. Now, here's our PSC this week. Starting sa ating mga athletes na nagkamit ng mga medals sa iba't ibang competitions outside the country. First, nakakuha ng 4 golds, 2 silver, 6 bronze medals in Daegu 2024 World University Taekwondo Festival in Daegu, South Korea last July 5 to 9, 2024. Yan ay sila. Dave Saya na nakakuha ng gold sa men's kyogi 74, under 74 kilograms. May si Israel Cesar Cantos na nakakuha ng gold sa men's kyogi under 85 kilograms. Si Tatiana Session Kesha Mangin na nakakuha ng gold sa women's kyogi under 49 kilograms. Kasama rin sa ating nakakuha ng 4th gold sa recognized under 30 mixed pair ay sina Patrick King Perez and Jocelyn Ninob. Nakakuha naman ng silver medal in men's pierogi under 54 kilograms ay si Ken John Vanson, and at the same time nakakuha rin ng silver sa men's pierogi under 80 kilograms naman si Justin Mark Acno. For bronze medalist, we have Melbourne John Royce Lostado under 58 kilograms, and si Clarence Sarsa nakakuha rin ng bronze medal in women's pierogi under 46 kilograms. Bronze din na nakuha ni Jubilee Briones in women's pierogi under 62 kilograms. Marika Chan bagging bronze medal for women's pierogi under 57 kilograms. Bronze medal din na nakuha ni 𝐋𝐢𝐯𝐞 in men's freestyle individual over 17, and also Nikki Oliva na nakakuha ng bronze in women's freestyle individual over 17. Para naman sa ating 2024 Asia Triathlon Junior Cup Kampar held in Malaysia, nakakuha ng gold medal sa junior women si Kira Ellis, at kasama niya sa mixed junior relay na nakakuha rin ng gold medal sina Matthew Hermosa, Dacian Ramos, and Samantha Corpus. Another taekwondo team na lumaban sa Chuncheon, Korea naman, na nakakuha ng 3 silver and 5 bronze medals. Yan ay sila 𝐋𝐢𝐯𝐞 and Jana Oliva na nakakuha ng silver in freestyle over 17. Dave Seya na nakakuha ng silver pierogi men's under 47 kilograms. Rian Agatha Shea Cadilena na nakakuha ng silver in pierogi women's under 46 kilograms. Si Angelus Lostado naman na nakakuha ng bronze in pierogi men's under 55 kilograms. With Justin Kobe Cario bagging bronze na nakuha niya sa freestyle individual over 17 male. For the group, freestyle team over 17 nakakuha ng bronze sila Kobe Macario, 𝐋𝐢𝐯𝐞, Juvenal Crisostomo, Zaika Santiago, and Stelea. Also, Clarence Sarsa na nakakuha ng bronze in pierogi women's under 46 kilograms. Bronze medal din na nakuha ng recognized mixed team na sina Patrick Perez, Jocelyn Nobla, and Nash. Para naman sa ating updates sa PSC, last Wednesday, Philippine Sports Commissioner Matthew Fritz Gaston graced the opening ceremony of the 2024 Shakey's Super League Nations National Invitationals at the Ninoy Aquino Stadium in Manila. Tom Gaston said that he witnessed how the Shakey's Super League opened doors to the opportunities for young talents to gain experience and showcase their skills to many, which gives them exposure to a highly competitive environment where they get prepared for the main collegiate season, make their break, join professional leagues, or represent the country as part of the national team. Last Thursday, yung 64th palarong pambansa ay ginanap noong last July 9, which President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos graced in the opening ceremony. PBBM highlighted the digitization of the tournament, but also welcomed new delegations from the National Academy of Sport, or NAS, and Philippine schools overseas. Also present in the ceremony were Philippine Sports Commission Chairman Richard Bachman, who took part in the hoisting of the Palarong Pambansa banner, signifying the government's unwavering support in the grassroots sports program. PBBM stated that the Palarong Pambansa stands as the country's pinnacle of the national sporting events. We continue this important legacy, celebrating not just the games, but also celebrating the unity, the camaraderie, and the national pride that these games inspire. PSC Commissioner Edward Haico and Philippine Paralympic President Mike Barredo also made their attendance during the opening. Next up, the director of Nippon Sports Science University of Coach Developer Academy, Dr. Masamitsu Ito, made a courtesy visit today with Philippine Sports Commission Chairman Richard Bachman, Executive Director Paolo Tatad, and Project Development Officer for Academy. Dr. Masamitsu had a workshop yesterday at the Philsports Pasig and was attended by the coaches and athletes from different universities. Last 10th of July, Nippon Sports Science University Coach Developer Academy had a workshop about conduct of introduction to coach developer at PSI, Philsports Pasig. The workshop was attended by PSC employees, athletes, and 9 coaches from Boarding. Sama na dyan yung judo, squash, taekwondo, and wushu. It is a window for the Philippine Sports Commission to have a formal partnership with the NFSU on various areas of sports. Next is Philippine Sports Commission. Commissioner Walter Torres had a consultation meeting with the Secretary today of the Macro, who was the newly appointed chair of the Mindanao Development Authority, or MINDA. The meeting tackled the Mindanao Team A and Team B for the 11th Friendship Games of the year. Last Friday naman, the WUAN Team Consumers Cooperatives and the Maritime Security Law Enforcement Command made a courtesy visit today at Rizal Memorial Sports Complex with Philippine Sports Commission Chairman Richard Bachman. The HTCC was established to improve the quality of life of the personnel in the Philippine Coast Guard. The HTCC consultant, Ms. Mia Nazario, was present in the visit together with Ms. Mimi Calua. The March Light was represented by Commander Ramon S. Lopez, Deputy Commander, together with his team were Commander Fidelis D. Salidao, Chief of Staff, and Kenneth Jake Martinez H. and CISO A. Degam, Chief of Staff. The visit focused on the request to use the Rizal Memorial Sports Complex, Rizal Memorial Coliseum rather, for their celebration in honor of the unwavering commitment of the personnel of the PCG to the country. Last Saturday, we have an announcement that you can join the Fun Run of Inclusivity. It's the Philippine Sports Commission, together with the National Council of Disability Affairs, will be conducting a free and inclusive fun run dubbed as Walk, Run, and Row on July 20, Saturday, from 4 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the University of the Philippines Diliman Academic Program to mark our celebration of the National Disability Rights Week. The program is co-represented by Ice Cream Philippines and will be open for persons with disabilities. The families and advocates of inclusivity aim to raise awareness of everyone's equal participation and access to sports. With only 13 days to go before Summer Games in Paris, the Embassy of France in the Philippines shares the Olympic spirit as it opened an Olympic Sports Hub at SM Mall of Asia 8. Leading the ceremony was French Ambassador to the Philippines, Mariel Patanel, who welcomed guests as they opened the two-day Sports Hub to the public. Philippine Sports Commission Chairman Richard Bachman graced the opening together with some of the Paris-bound Paralympians Ernie Gawilan, Gerald Mangliwan, Angel Autumn, and Cynthia Susat. The partnership reflects the strong bond between our nations and our shared commitment to the sports development, said Richard Bachman. Sports fans can visit the Sports Hub from July 13 to 14 to take part in exciting basketball and multi-sports activities and enjoy a food fair with French specialties. We also have the Larot Saya sa Dumaguete City. Around 400 participants joined the Larot Saya sa Dumaguete, where everyone can learn for free and play sports such as arnis, boxing, chess, football, karate, pencaksilat, pickleball, sepak takraw, taekwondo, tai chi, volleyball, and zumba. Last Monday, the Philippine Amateur Baseball Association, or PABA, made a courtesy visit today with Philippine Sports Commission Commissioner Edward Haico at Rizal Memorial Sports Complex. Team PABA was represented by Board of Trustees member Marcos Leslie Suntay and Secretary General Jose Antonio Munoz, together with Christine Tintin Medel, the PABA Project Manager of Baseball 5. The meeting was an invitation for PSC and Filipino athletes to the Baseball 5 competition for the 6th Asian Indoor and Martial Arts Games 2024. The event will commence from November 24 to 29, 2024 at Bangkok, Thailand. Earlier today, the local government of Salugs from Zamboanga del Norte made a courtesy visit with Philippine Sports Commission Chairman Richard Bachman, Commissioner Olivia Bongku, and Commissioner Matthew Fritz Gaston at Rizal Memorial Sports Complex. The LGU of Salug was represented by Local Youth Development Officer Kensor Murphy, Elaha, and Municipal Treasurer Marisa P. Hamaybay. This visit is about the financial assistance from Senator Bongo for their basketball and volleyball league. And finally, mga kapatid, 9 days to go before the Paris Olympics. Kaya suportahan natin ang ating mga bidang bayaning manlalaro na sasabak para sa ating Paris Olympics. Right now, today, on our 9th day, we featured Joanny Delgado na sasabak sa Paris 2024 in 2,000 meters women's singles sculls sa rowing. Si Delgado ang kauna-unahang Pinay na lalaban sa rowing competition sa Paris. ang Pilipinas ay may kasalukuyang 4 na rower pa lamang nakakatungtong sa Olympics. Nakuha ni Delgado sa ika-4 na pwesto sa World Rowing Asian and Oceanian World Qualification Regatta na ginanap sa Chungju, South Korea. Mayroon siyang kabuuang oras na 7 minutes, 49.39 seconds upang manatili sa kanyang pwesto at mapabilang sa mga tutungo sa Paris. Naging parte ng rowing team sa Delgado noong taong 2015. Sumabak na rin sa Southeast Asian Games noong 2019 kung saan nakapag-uwi siya ng isang gintong medalya at isang pilak naman noong 2022. And that's it for our PSC update this week.
Pocari Sweat presents The Sweat You Forget. Hello there, I'm Carrie. You see, it's the sweat that you forget that's dehydrating you. Like work from home overtime, oversleeping, being in cold temperatures, having caffeinated drinks, or alcohol, fighting a fever, and even crying. But you can always recover with Pocari Sweat. Because of these ions, we can help with your body's rehydration. So remember the sweat you forget and always stay hydrated. Pocari Sweat. Pocari Sweat presents The Sweat You Forget. Hello there, I'm Carrie. You see, it's the sweat that you forget that's dehydrating you. Like work from home overtime, oversleeping, being in cold temperatures, having caffeinated drinks, or alcohol, fighting a fever, and even crying. But you can always recover with Pocari Sweat. Because of these ions, we can help with your body's rehydration. So remember the sweat you forget and always stay hydrated. Pocari Sweat. Pocari Sweat presents The Sweat You Forget. Hello there, I'm Carrie. You see, it's the sweat that you forget that's dehydrating you. Like work from home overtime, oversleeping, being in cold temperatures, having caffeinated drinks, or alcohol, fighting a fever, and even crying. But you can always recover with Pocari Sweat. Because of these ions, we can help with your body's rehydration. So remember the sweat you forget and always stay hydrated.
And at nagbabalik po ang inyong Psc Chatroom. At sa pagbalik ko po, mayroon po tayong kasama for the interview, which is Miss Ellis na nagkamit ng gold medal 2024 Asia Triathlon Junior Cup Kampar in Malaysia. Yan. Congratulations po for the win in 2024 Asia Triathlon Junior Cup in Malaysia. And welcome po sa ating Psc Chatroom, Miss Kira.
Hi, thank you for having me.
And so, how are you? Like, are you in your house right now, or like, what are you doing right now?
Yeah, I arrived back in the Philippines. Very happy to be back home, because I've been gone for quite some time since I went out to Portugal for a 5-week training camp along with some of my fellow Philippine athletes. And then I did some races around Europe, and then, of course, went to Kampar, Malaysia for the junior triathlon.
Alright, okay. We're just really happy that you and your team, your fellow Filipinos in Malaysia got the gold, no, and also in the mixed relay, the 4 of you also got gold, no.
Yes. I really owe it to the team for the relay because I was the last to go, but they gave me a massive lead. So I really owe them a big time because by the time it was my turn to go, it was more relaxed than I thought I would go. Because one thing about relay, it's very stressful for me, I think, because I don't want to let the team down, especially going last. Like, you don't want to mess it up for your teammates, of course, because they're doing so well. And if you mess up, it's not just you, it's also them that you're affecting. So I'm happy we got the gold and everything went well. And we looked really strong as a team. So I'm very happy about that.
So I'll just have some few questions for you, just to know you, your background, your career, where did you start your triathlete career. Sige. First question, when and how did you start joining this kind of sport? Like, do you run, bike, and swim even before?
Uh, so my parents did triathlon even before I was born. So I've been watching them like ever since growing up, and they always encouraged me to do the sport, and I always loved doing triathlon. So I've done triathlon since basically since birth, I would like to say, and I've been racing, but of course they allowed me to try other sports like gymnastics and football, but uh, running and swimming and biking are always something that I always stuck with. And I really do enjoy triathlon as a sport.
Yes, because we saw your in social media. We just look for some information, and we saw that when you were a 2-year-old girl, you've already joined P9 Action All Women's Run way back 2009. Is it right?
Yeah, that's right. That was Tita Pia's or Senator Pia's race. And she's always been so supportive of my career. She's always been looking out for me. So when she made that video, I think I know what you're talking about. It was very heartwarming and touching because she really does look after me and check how I am and really supports me from the sidelines.
All right. Now the next question is, yeah, you already said that your parents are your influence mostly in triathlon, and but what motivated you to pursue it, like do it this kind of sport, that do you really want to like have this continue nung nag-start ka from since birth?
Yeah, so I always done triathlon when I was younger as something that I enjoy and I love to do. But my parents, especially my mom, she was like, I think you have a talent for this, and I think you can make the Olympics. Like she told me that. So it kind of went in my head. I was like really aiming like, oh, maybe if I work and train harder, I could actually make this dream come true. So I feel like each step of the way, I do feel like I'm getting closer. I'm aiming for LA 2028 Olympics. So I have 4 more years and hopefully each year I'll get faster and faster and help me achieve that goal, of course.
All right, talking about Olympics, no, we have now currently athletes na nasa Paris na ngayon, competing for Olympics. And right now, you targeting 2028 in LA. What do you think are your, future like plans, or do you have any competitions right now that you are eyeing to join, like in order for you to have the qualifications in 2020, even though it's still a 4 year long, right, for this time. Pero what do you think are your plans, or in the next competitions na pwede mo pang, or like you want to join?
So the closest competition that again which helps lead up to the Olympics, like qualifications, of course, is the Junior Worlds that are happening in October. That's a big one for this year. It's actually what I've been training the most for. And then of course after that, I need to train for things like the Asian Games, because if you win there, you get automatic slot for the Olympics. And then there's also new flag rules. There's many rules that you have to qualify. There's also point system. So of course, joining many races and winning them or getting top slots will help get points to help qualify, of course. So we're all slowly planning it out, hopefully. And yeah, getting big support from, of course, family, friends, and PSC and Triathlon Philippines for helping me out.
We're also rooting for your plans, and what will happen for the next 4 years, if it will happen for this time na naisip na. We can think that some a girl, a 17-year-old girl could possibly be part of the next Olympic. And going back to the Malaysia triathlon, no. How did you like manage to pull a victory, like your junior, the individual competition? How did you like manage to pull that kind of victory, or what are your preparations for that competition?
Going into this race, I knew this is something that I could do well in and podium for. Um, and of course win. So not much pressure, I guess. But I was really like, it's all I could think about. So I was really aiming for it. So I did the 5-week training camp in Portugal with my coach, Coach Sergio Santos, and he helped me like improve my weaknesses, which is like bike and swim, and of course maintain my run and even make it better. So going into Malaysia, I knew I was fit and I was ready for it. All I just need to do is play it smart, don't mess up. So swim was one of my weakest, and I was happy to come out of the water in the front group. And on the bike, it was just me and this other girl for the first loop. But my bike really improved during the camp, so I decided to break away and solo the rest of the race. And that was quite surreal for me because that's it was such a dominant way for me to race, and I really did enjoy it, and I feel my strength and my training is really building up to that. So I think, yeah, I think it's just a really hard work that paid off at the end. So I was really happy for.
And how does it feel like the race, you're waving the flag of the Philippines in international competition? How does it feel?
It's actually so surreal. Because that's my first time podium like internationally. So just hearing the national anthem, waving the flag, of course, it was just all surreal, and it's a really rewarding feeling, especially after, long weeks of training and just, it was really just surreal. Very happy about it.
And we're really happy that you get to snatch the gold in that competition. Another question: what was your like most memorable moment in your career right now? As of now, what was your most memorable moment?
I would say this race, because I feel like winning for the first time and getting on that podium is something you really won't forget. Um, and it really helps set you up for other races because it gives you the confidence as well. Because before this race, um, I've had not so good races leading up to it. I ended last year pretty not the way I wanted to. I wouldn't say bad, but I knew I could do better. And then I started this year quite slow, but I slowly started building towards it. So I feel like this was a really a big breakthrough moment for me as an athlete. So I was very happy about this one. I would say this is the most memorable.
This will be treasured in your core memory forever, since this is
Yeah.
your a podium finish where you just get the gold in
Yes.
this competition. All right. So you already said what are the competitions na you will join in the next coming years. But what's the dream for Kira Ellis? What's the goal you need to you like pursuing your waking up every day thinking that dream of yours. So what's the dream for Kira Ellis?
For me, it's really the Olympics, like being like watching the Olympics as a kid and just seeing it, it really helps. Like I'm like aiming for that. Like I want to be one of those athletes that snatches the gold for the Olympics. And of course to represent the Philippines. That'll be really good. Um, but yeah, Olympics is the ultimate dream for me. So one step at a time, qualify, get strong, and hopefully win. But
Yes.
everything step by step.
All right. Have you been in touch with our Olympians, Filipino Olympians? Have you been with them?
Unfortunately not. But I'm sure they're very busy with the upcoming Paris 2024 Olympics. So I'm wishing them all the best, of course, as well.
All right. So, we hope also that in the next coming years for the qualifications, that someday a name Kira Ellis would be written in the congratulatory publicity that you are now part of the Olympics for the next 4 years. Yeah. So thank you, Kira. So for this episode, do you want to greet or thank anyone before we finish this episode?
Yeah, thank you, PSC, for having me and supporting me. Of course, Triathlon Philippines. I really do appreciate it, especially my family. Thank you for, dealing with me through all the ups and downs and just supporting me all the way. So thank you all.
All right. So we hope that you continue to grow and prosper in your career of being a triathlete by bringing honor to the Philippines and hopefully on a bigger stage. The Philippine
Yes.
Sports Commission and the Filipinos are rooting for your success. So that would be all for this episode. Thank you, Kira. At magbabalik po ang PSC Chatroom.
Pocari Sweat presents The Sweat You Forget. Hello there, I'm Carrie. You see, it's the sweat that you forget that's dehydrating you. Like work from home overtime, oversleeping, being in cold temperatures, having caffeinated drinks, or alcohol, fighting a fever, and even crying. But you can always recover with Pocari Sweat. Because of these ions, we can help with your body's rehydration. So remember the sweat you forget and always stay hydrated. Pocari Sweat. Pocari Sweat presents The Sweat You Forget. Hello there, I'm Carrie. You see, it's the sweat that you forget that's dehydrating you. Like work from home overtime, oversleeping, being in cold temperatures, having caffeinated drinks, or alcohol, fighting a fever, and even crying. But you can always recover with Pocari Sweat. Because of these ions, we can help with your body's rehydration. So remember the sweat you forget and always stay hydrated. Pocari Sweat. Pocari Sweat presents The Sweat You Forget. Hello there, I'm Carrie. You see, it's the sweat that you forget that's dehydrating you. Like work from home overtime, oversleeping, being in cold temperatures, having caffeinated drinks, or alcohol, fighting a fever, and even crying. But you can always recover with Pocari Sweat. Because of these ions, we can help with your body's rehydration. So remember the sweat you forget and always stay hydrated. Pocari Sweat. Pocari Sweat presents The Sweat You Forget. Hello there, I'm Carrie. You see, it's the sweat that you forget that's dehydrating you. Like work from home overtime, oversleeping, being in cold temperatures, having caffeinated drinks, or alcohol, fighting a fever, and even crying. But you can always recover with Pocari Sweat. Because of these ions, we can help with your body's rehydration. So remember the sweat you forget and always stay hydrated. Pocari Sweat. Pocari Sweat presents The Sweat You Forget. Hello there, I'm Carrie. You see, it's the sweat that you forget that's dehydrating you. Like work from home overtime, oversleeping, being in cold temperatures, having caffeinated drinks, or alcohol, fighting a fever, and even crying. But you can always recover with Pocari Sweat. Because of these ions, we can help with your body's rehydration. So remember this.
At nagbabalik po tayo dito sa ating PSC Chatroom for today's episode. Nakasama po natin kanina si Kira Ellis na nakakuha ng gold sa isang triathlon event sa Malaysia. Right now, for our announcement sa ating PSC, the PSC together with National Council on Disability Affairs will be conducting a free and inclusive fun run dubbed as Walk, Run, and Drove to mark our celebration of the National Disability Rights Week. So ini-invite po namin kayo, those people, those persons with disabilities, their families, and advocates of inclusivity. So you are free to join sa ating Walk, Run, and Drone. Ito po ay gaganapin sa July 20, 2024, this coming Saturday na po, from 4 a.m. to 12 p.m. And punta lang po kayo sa University of the Philippines, Diliman Academic Oval. So the program will raise awareness of everyone's equal participation and access in sports. Para naman po sa mga latest updates natin, you can just check our Facebook page, Philippine Sports Commission, at Philippine Sports Commission, also in our Instagram, at phil.sportscommission. In our X, we have at PSC_gov. It's in YouTube channel, we have Philippine Sports Commission, and in our website, it's psc.gov.ph. So yun lang po for this Philippine Sports Commission update sa ating PSC Chatroom. Patuloy lang po natin suportahan ang ating mga bidang bayaning manlalarong Pilipino especially yung mga lalaban for the Paris Olympics. And yun lang po for this day. Thank you.